All right. Just say first of all, just give credit to Kentucky and Coach Stoops and his staff. They did a great job tonight. They came out and right from the start, they got the ball first, drove down the field in about 5 or 6 plays and scored a touchdown, and that was, pretty much what was going to be happening the rest of the game. Our offense answered, which was great. We came back down and had to put together a nice drive and tied it up 7-7, and then really didn't do much after that offensively. Defense couldn't get off the field on third down, and couldn't tackle the quarterback. The difference in the game was their quarterback's legs, which he hasn't done much of that this season, but he did a great job running the Q draws and some scrambles for first downs, and I think he ended up with 4 touchdowns tonight. Rushing the football, which obviously is not good. I think we just wasn't our night tonight, and give them all the credit for that.
Scott Cameron with the Courier Journal. When you mentioned the scoring drive, after that scoring drive, 6 drives, I think you had 112 yards, and defensively you couldn't get stops. What do you think? I mean, was it a lack of preparation, lack of execution by the guys? Or what do you think it was tonight that led to this result?
No, I just think they were better than us tonight. They put it on us. They blocked us better. We didn't tackle good. We couldn't get off the field on third down. Offensively, we couldn't get any rhythm. They had the ball most of the first half, and it was just one of those nights. It was just snowballing at that point. If you're not doing something good on one side of the ball, you hope the other side picks you up, and that didn't happen tonight. After minus the first drive, then it was a little bit of snowballing on both sides, not doing what they needed to do. And I thought we had good prep this week. I thought our guys were focused. They came in, and I thought we had a good plan. I just think they executed a lot better. They blocked us a lot better than we blocked, and they tackled a lot better than we were tackling tonight. I just think we just got beat all the way around.
The 362 yards rushing, a lot of them up the middle. Yeah. Why weren't you all able to kind of fix what they were doing, up the middle there?
We'll have to go back and watch the film on that. Where we're not in the gaps, where we're not where we're supposed to be. I don't know. I know one of the things they were doing, with the, very controlled passing game. They were hitting a lot of those hitches out there, and we were playing too far off. They were hitting the hitches and going, getting 10, 12, 14, 16 yards on a hitch. I mean, that's too easy, and that was just keeping them on track. And the next thing you know, you're right down the field, and you're in red zone, and you're scoring. So, but we'll have to go back and watch the film on that. I think they were blocking us good up front. I do know there were times we were out of our gaps, and a linebacker doesn't fit right, then there it goes to the next level. And, that happened on a couple of those on the touchdown runs. We're playing pass, our linebackers are running out, and they're running draw right up the middle. So good scheme on their part, and obviously we need to do a lot better with our scheme.
Scott, Kentucky went with a lot of formations, especially in the first half, and they seemed to have a lot of different sets and ran a lot of different plays out of those same formations. Is there anything they did tonight that you guys hadn't seen on film before?
Well, I don't know if there's any particular thing. I thought they just executed. I thought they did a good job with their zone scheme. Counter. I mean, that's what they run. I think they probably ran the quarterback more tonight than what they normally run their quarterback. I think that was probably a big difference. And something maybe they saw on film where they felt like they could do that. To get him loose, and which ultimately 4 touchdowns was a huge impact on this football game. But again, give them credit.
This is 3 times in a row that the game has been really lopsided. You weren't here for the first one, of course, but it's over 1,200 rushing yards, 18 rushing touchdowns. Is there just a physical mismatch in this rivalry now? Are you not able to compete with their front 5?
I don't know about 3 years ago. The first year, it was. I think that was a mismatch in that first year for sure when we played them down there on their side, and they couldn't throw the football then. We knew they were going to run it and just didn't stop them, didn't tackle well, didn't fit well. Tonight, it was different tonight. I do think they blocked us well tonight, but I don't think it was a physical mismatch tonight. I think I think we did not fit good tonight, and and we go back and watch the film. I mean, I watched it just like you did tonight. It's hard to sit here and know. I know there were holes. I know there were guys running free. I know their quarterback ran. I mean, one of the plays on third down, we brought pressure, and he spins out of a tackle, and he picks up a big first down, and they ended up scoring on that drive. I mean, that's not a physical mismatch, it's a missed tackle, So I think we had several of those this evening. I thought that we didn't tackle well.
Scott, you mentioned earlier this week the different facets, the importance of this game. A loss like this, does it? I mean, the last 2 weeks it looked like you guys had turned the corner. Does this change your outlook on what this season has been, or I guess just that? Does it change your outlook?
I mean, I think it was a bad night for us, and I hate the fact that it was senior night against Kentucky. I think that it was a bad night, but it was. But this night does not speak of what we've done this season. We've been in almost every game we've played, I guess minus the 2 SEC games we played. If you think about Ole Miss and Kentucky and everything in between, we've been right there. And we won 6. We lost 3 by, a slim margin. And, so I think we're getting better as a football team, as a program. We got a lot of young players. It'll be great for us these next 3 or 4 weeks to practice with these guys and continue to get better. I think these guys will be eager and hungry to get out there and work and to continue to improve. It was a bad night. It wasn't good.
This season there was a lot of woulda, coulda, shoulda. I mean, as you reflect back on the year and think about the progress that you made, are you satisfied even coming off of a night like this? I mean, I'm just trying to figure out.
No, I'm not satisfied. I mean, I want to win every game just like everybody else. I mean, we're working hard every day to get better, and we got better this year. As you compared it to last year, we got a lot better, and we're still not where we want to be. We want to continue to get better. We want to continue to improve. Continue to get players in here that can play and help us compete, and so I mean, I don't think you're ever satisfied unless you win it all.
Scott, in back-to-back times you played Kentucky, you came off multiple wins. In 2019, you won 2 in a row, and you had a big win over Syracuse. And then, obviously, last week you have a big win over Duke. What's the difference with Kentucky? It just seems like going into this big game with an SEC opponent, you guys have just been outmatched the last couple of years. Like, what's the big difference when it comes to this game?
That's a good question. I don't know what the big difference is. We didn't play well tonight. I mean, it's the bottom line. And it wasn't just one side of the ball. I think had it been one side of the ball that doesn't play well, then it's going to be you're still going to be in the game. I mean, it was both sides that didn't play well, and when that happens, it snowballs on you. And it's not going to be a good outcome. I think for whatever reason we didn't put it together on offense or defense, and that this is what ended up happening. We'll go back and watch the film and have a little bit more to say about it after that to see exactly where we were at, what happened tonight. But nothing went good for us tonight, and everything went well for them. But I give them the credit, that those guys played better, and they came and outplayed us tonight. So disappointing, but we'll get better, and we'll look forward to the bowl practice. All right, thanks, guys.